Hello, and welcome.
Hello.
It's Atomic Radio Hour. Hold on a second. Hello.
Did you keep that in?
No. Fuck it. Hello. Welcome. It's Atomic Radio Hour, post-nuclear podcast. I'm your host, Vince.
And I am your curious host, Olive.
Hey. So the world still sucks.
Yeah?
And we're kind of dealing with a new setup. So if anything's off this week, I immediately apologize. I now have a laptop, the proprietor of a top lab, and I just try to get everything situated right now. I'm still not sure how I like the camera where it's sitting. So we're just kind of working through some shit with that. That I want to apologize right away. Secondly, people are dumb and don't want to stay indoors.
Yes.
And it's fucking everything that's going on in the world in our personal and public lives is just a little much right now.
Yep. It's fucked up in a big way.
Hopefully, and I don't want to make promises, but hopefully by not next week, but the following, we can go back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. I mean, that way we had 4 episodes. That's a month off. I feel like a month off is probably going to be enough for us to recuperate.
I'm getting anxious about it being a month, but yeah. I just don't want people to be like, well, this isn't what I fucking tune in for. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I totally understand. And like we'll be back at it. It's just been kind of crazy. Like I just need to get through finals. Finals I think are like finish the first week of May, I think. So yeah. Once finals are done, I can get the next tabletop out. I can get back to the show full time. It'll be good. It'll be fine.
All right.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, friend?
What?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm just I exist. I exist in this realm of this plane of existence. I function within this plane of existence.
I'm kind of existing in a spot of misery. However, I'm feeling really upbeat today.
Yeah, good. That's a good thing to hear.
I think it's because I'm really confident in myself, and I tried on lashes for the first time, and I think they look really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you shaved your head yet?
No. In fact, I'm growing it out even further.
Nice.
In protest of you specifically.
I keep telling everybody, yeah, shave your head. Shave your head. It grows back.
My hair is long right now. I'm
Is
excited
it?
for it to be even longer, yeah.
Good shit. All right, so for this week and next week, we want to do something. I originally this is where I got the idea for this. I was actually looking up podcast games online to see if anybody had like an idea of something you can play that was interesting, and I saw an idea that was you interview a person and then that person interviews another person with the same questions you gave them, but then they add their own questions.
Huh, okay.
So the idea was like, say I interview you and I ask, say, 10 questions. You take the same 10 questions and you can add or subtract questions from there, but you have to keep like a base of 5 questions.
Okay.
And then that person then interviews somebody else and then the same thing. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And then you see how far it's gone in, say, a year.
That's really interesting.
That I thought was a really cool idea. But then I also remembered that before we had this show, I wanted to make a podcast called Let's Talk About It. Where
I remember Let's Talk About It.
I recorded with you and I want to say 2 other friends. And I never put them out. I have them on my old laptop sitting right over there. I didn't even go through the files to get like an idea of what was on there. But the whole premise of Let's Talk About It kind of became how we interview guests now. And I thought, why not just take that same format and we interview each other?
I think it's a great idea. So I came up with some questions. Are we going to use the base set of questions, though?
What do you mean?
Like, I know that you have your questions that you usually ask our guests when they come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Are we going to both use those and then you do our specific ones? Or?
Yeah, because I kind of have... Because the way I kind of do it when people come on... is I'll have like our base questions and then I'll have like written down things that I want to ask. The problem was I've known you for so long, so I was trying to write things that I know but I also think are interesting, but things that I don't know.
That's yeah. I kind of went for just some wacky scenarios for the most part.
Okay.
And just some. I start off with some basic ones, and then some like kind of cliches, and then I have some wackier, more maybe a little bit more heavy. But
Okay. Well, you know how I always hit a guess with our rapid fire questions? Mm-hmm. I have quite a few for you.
oh boy. All right, so I'm going to be interviewed first.
Yeah, you're gonna be interviewed for this episode. I'm gonna interview you, and then next episode you're gonna interview. So next week you'll interview me.
Awesome.
So you want to just jump into it?
Yeah. And if your questions are way better than mine, I get to add mine for next week.
Sure, if you want. What is your full name?
My full name, my legal name, or my
Whatever you want to disclose.
My full name is Olive Declan Eric Bean.
How old are you?
I am 22 years of age.
What's your shoe size?
Depends on the shoe, but like, kind of like usually a women's 11, maybe like a 12 if it's like a weird cut. But
what's your earliest memory?
my earliest memory is getting stung on the nose by a bee outside on my deck.
Top 5 albums of all time.
Ooh, that's hard.
I love this question. I love top
I
5
know.
questions because they make
Give
you think.
me a second just to scroll through my Spotify.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
it just opened to Pimp a Butterfly is definitely there.
Oh yeah. I always think of that as like, this is gonna sound like really lame, but like our album. Like I listen to that album a lot with you.
Aw, yeah, I know, you're right. I really like Oh My Heart by Mother Mother.
I've never heard that.
Mother Mother is I really like that band. It's some good stuff. Comfort Eagle by Cake.
Okay.
Trying to think of something else that I listen to all the time. Top albums of all time. See, it's a hard question because it's not necessarily what I listen to a lot, but it's like
Yeah.
things that are exemplary.
Can I tell you why I love this question so much?
Why?
Because one of the things with this question is, I really like this album right now, and it's a great album.
But is it my favorite of all time?
But I've been listening to this other, even though I haven't listened to this other album in years, I've been listening to it for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For me, Pretty Odd is from Panic at the Disco's my one that
Okay.
I've been listening to for years. I can't think of a last one. Just gonna scroll till I see one that I like.
Because before we started recording, also let's try to do no editing.
That'd be good, yeah.
Before we started recording, you and I were talking about an album, and I wanted to see if you would bring it up because you were saying about
The Waters.
Yeah.
I fucking love that album. I'll put that in my last slot. Yeah,
Will you?
I love The Waters. I really will.
All right.
I listened to it for like a year straight
It's
in
a
my
fucking
second year of
great album.
college. It's so good.
It's so fucking good. Iced tea or lemonade?
Can I do an Arnold Palmer?
Absolutely, that's the correct choice. Favorite Fallout and why?
New Vegas, True Iron Sights, and the DLC.
What was your house like as a child?
It was always an open place for people of the neighborhood to kind of come over and gather and be friends and have a good time. My parents were very welcoming of people, and I have very fond memories of like playing outside with my friends.
Do you have a favorite song lyric that you can think of right away, or maybe a set of lyrics or something?
Yes, but hold on, I want to look it up so that I make sure I don't fuck it up.
All right, do you know what band is it from, or artist, or what have you?
Childish Gambino.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. My dick is like an accent mark. It's all about the over ease. Hot like a parked car.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be that because every time
I
that
fucking-
song comes on, you freak out.
It goes so fucking hard, dude. That's from Bonfire, if anyone doesn't know.
Can you tell us a story about your grandparents? Could be anything.
Story about my grandparents. Which set?
Any, just a story about your grandparents.
Sure. My mom's mother is a wonderful lady, and
I'm a big fan.
I know you're a big fan, and she's not necessarily very like well off or anything, but she does what she can for us, and she always has she sends me cards a lot and letters. So because she hasn't been able to go out because of COVID, she's been writing and illustrating her own cards to send to us,
Really? What a fucking goon.
and then having my mom or my sister mail them because she doesn't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
So
How's your grandfather?
which
Her husband.
surprisingly not bad.
Yeah,
during
'cause
this entire situation,
I spoke to your mom when this all first
he's
happened.
goddamn immortal.
Yeah.
He's had like the trachea thing because
Yeah.
of the cigarettes. He's like at risk for goddamn everything, but somehow the healthiest person that I goddamn know.
Hasn't he been hit with lightning twice?
I think so.
Yeah. I think about that a lot.
He's immortal.
You know,
and
when I saw your mom when this all started, I was like, "How's your dad doing?" She's like, "Good," and he won't leave the house and this and that. I was like, "Look, I don't want to be morbid, but how do we know he's like alive? Like, how do we know like he just naturally wasn't
Dean's
embalmed
gonna
for
want
the
to.
past
Dean wants to
decade?
kill him. She wants to kill him.
No, I know, but like, it was just like
This isolation is too much for her. Because she was about to retire, but last time I talked to her on the phone pretty frequently, and she's like, "I was gonna retire from the school because she's a kindergarten teacher,
yeah.
but I mean, I can't spend this much time at home, so she's probably gonna do another 2 years at the school
Wow.
when it reopens."
Wow. She was my little brother's teacher.
She was
the
almost
man.
everyone's little brother's teacher.
Yeah. She was good friends with my dad. Because of that.
And she's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
And you know what always like not bothers me is the wrong phrasing. What always kind of like trips me up, I guess, is how much your mom looks like her, but your aunt and your mom look nothing alike.
Yeah, my aunt. Which one?
The one that used to
one
work at
from
the
high
school.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely has more of her dad's genes.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, every time I see a grandmother, I'm like, oh, there's Olive's mom, but older.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm cut from her cloth. I feel like I'm the exact same as her.
Really?
My mom is just like my grandmother, and I'm just like my mom and my grandmother. Like, we have the same kind of sense of humor, and just like the same kind of general outlook on life.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a really close kinship with them both.
Can you cook anything? Do you have like a specialty?
My party dish?
Whatever. If you have a specialty, like something that like you have a go-to that you know you could do.
My specialty is my mom's recipe for baked ziti.
Oh shit!
You know, it slaps.
Oh shit! You know it's a fucking party when this
you know
fucking
what?
ziti,
I
the
have-
Irish ziti comes out.
I know. And that's the weirdest goddamn phrase of your life because you're Italian.
Yeah.
But I've one-upped my mom's recipe and perfected it to the highest degree.
What did you do?
I added more garlic, more salt, and a couple other things that I'm not going to give away.
Damn, you really threw in those white people spices.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were disappointed?
Today.
Do you want to
Didn't
elaborate?
ask
You don't
anything
have
else.
to.
No, you didn't ask anything else about it.
Okay.
No, I'll elaborate.
You
though.
don't have
I'm-
to if it makes you uncomfortable.
No,
you don't have to.
I will. I think it'll be kind of cathartic. Today I was disappointed in myself
Oh.
because I'm doing very poorly at school right now because of my mental health.
What's something that can always make you smile no matter what?
Probably my grandmother.
Same one? Mm-hmm. What don't you like about yourself?
I mean, I can go on and on.
Just one thing. Doesn't even have to be the biggest thing, just a thing.
Um, I hate my voice.
Really?
I've been trying really hard to try to train it to be different because everyone has the capability to train their voice to be different. But since COVID, I can't go to my voice therapist anymore, so it's been really difficult.
When was the first time you ever played D&D?
The first time I ever played D&D was at special guest Kyle's house.
That was the first time?
The first time
Holy
that I've
shit.
ever played, yeah. I mean, back in the day, I made a character for 4th edition in quarters, but I never got a chance to play.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about 4.
But yeah, the first time was
Wow.
Lexin Floren, an archer,
Holy
Wood Elf
shit.
archer, and he was my first character.
I didn't know that was your first time. What are your top 5 movies?
Fuck. I'm not good at picking movies.
Then just give me some movies. Give me movies that you know,
Movies I
like I
like.
could throw on and be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this whole fucking thing. Doesn't matter how many times you've seen it.
I really like the movie. Oh, Baby Driver is incredible.
I haven't seen it yet, but go on.
I own it. Spider-Man, Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Knives Out. It came out recently, and I really, really liked it.
Really?
It was fucking incredible. I love
Okay.
it.
I haven't heard a bad thing about it.
Yeah. If you want, there's another one I own. I can let you see it if you want.
Okay.
I've been recommending this documentary called The Great Hack on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's about how Cambridge Analytica rigged the 2016 election.
Wait, what is it? Say it again?
It's about how Cambridge Analytica rigged the 2016 election.
Really?
Yes, it's very interesting.
What's it called?
The Great Hack.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It's like 3 hours, and it's kind of spooky.
My man. 3-hour documentaries?
It's perfect for you.
What's more pretentious than a 3-hour documentary? A 4-hour?
Did I need another one still?
Just give me one more. Fuck it.
I'm trying to think of a movie I've seen recently. I just watched Titanic recently because I just needed to kind of feel something.
That makes you feel something?
Yeah, I just really like I mean, I don't care for the ending, but I really like the sequence of the ship hitting the iceberg to it going down.
Yo, how
I
fucking
think the
funny.
shots in the water are so goddamn cool.
How fucking funny is it when that dude hits that propeller? Dude, I remember
know.
seeing that as a kid.
I
and
never
dying.
noticed that until this most recent time that I'd seen it.
He fucking hits it, goes splash. Like, oh my god.
I know, it's
That's
terrible.
so fucking funny.
Oh, and also the reason so many people survived the Titanic was because this one dude who was a chef started chucking chairs in the water off of like one of the party decks,
Really?
and they were able to float. And all he did the entire night, every time he chucked a chair, he took a shot. He got hammered.
Oh
And
my
he
god.
He chucked every single chair on the boat into the water, and he lived.
Yeah, because he was fucking warm from the booze.
Yeah, I mean, booze technically chills your blood, but it makes you feel warm. So it helps preserve you mentally.
Yeah.
Like, you can't think about how cold you are because you don't technically feel so cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived.
Wow, what a fucking gangster.
Yeah.
What's some advice you wish you had gotten sooner?
Advice I wish I'd gotten sooner. Don't try so hard.
Why don't they ever want to talk about it?
I mean, talking about it admits that there's something there to talk about.
You're going through a rough time. Who do you call first for moral support?
Probably my mother.
Top 5 shows?
This one, am I allowed to include anime?
Absolutely.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Really?
It's one of the best. I watch it like 4 times a year all the way through.
Really?
I just started it again yesterday just because I felt like it.
Nice.
The Good Place, I've seen it like 6 times. I really liked Parks and Rec, but that was like a while ago. Another show. What have I been watching? I like The Joys of Painting by Bob Ross.
Okay.
That's not something I watch all the time, but kind of when I feel like I need to just kind of relax. It's very like relaxing. Also, America's Next Top Model and Drag Race.
Okay. What are you scared of?
I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of disappointing people that love me, and hurting people around me because of my actions.
If you're starving, is it alright to steal food?
Yes, I will quote one of my favorite recent quotes. If it's a chain, it's fair game. But never steal from family-owned mom and pop shops. Only steal from the corporations that are here ruining America.
I take so much silverware from chain restaurants. I have so much shit from Red Robin, and I love Red Robin.
Yo, I got that Red Robin seasoning, like the fried seasoning.
I gotta see if I still have some. Oh shit, is that shit good? Oh
It's
my
fucking
god.
It's the shit. I mean, I will not admit to anything particularly on camera, but a couple weeks ago, I did not have this many nail polishes.
Really?
Every time I go to Walmart.
Good shit.
Not gonna. Not. I mean, I admit nothing.
I don't think I'm gonna use Amazon anymore.
No.
No, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But what reminds you most of being a child?
Probably my family home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think that 6-year-old you would be proud of you?
I don't know.
Let me.
I just don't have an answer for that.
Okay. Let me ask a follow-up question that I just thought of now to go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think what kind of a conversation do you think you and 6-year-old you would have if you could meet right now?
It would be a conversation, probably about like loving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be about always being open and not being afraid to express how you feel. You don't have to be so subdued. You don't have to stay silent. You can be who you want to be, even if you don't know it yet.
I see. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your favorite Pokemon or top 5?
Ooh. I love. Can I do like families, like evolutionary trees?
Oh, absolutely. I always kind of lump that together without saying it.
Mm-hmm. I like Ralts all the way up to Gardevoir. I love psychic types. I really like Absol. I have a shiny one named Scarlet that has like a red horn. It's so fucking cool.
Cool.
My first starter was Chimchar from Diamond and Pearl. So always Chimchar.
Wait, that was your first starter?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because when I got an original DS, which was backwards compatible with the Game Boy, so I played Diamond and Pearl. I played Pearl at the same time that I played Emerald because I got it from a friend.
Wow.
Next favorites. I don't know. I like dragon types a lot. So, I'm trying to think of a dragon type that I would I like. I really like Flygon. Flygon's cool as hell.
Yeah.
How many more do I need?
Give me 2.
Okay. Fucking Bulbasaur.
Okay.
Cool as hell.
Hell yeah.
My favorite Gen 1. And the next one is going to be, I'm going to give you a flying type. And Maybe I'm not going to give you a flying type. I'm not in the mood for a flying type.
Okay.
Um, I like the one that just came out with Sword and Shield, Hataran or Hatene. It's the one that's like a like pink and blue like fairy psychic.
Okay.
It's like a witch type Pokemon. It's really cool.
I don't know any of the new ones.
Mm-hmm. Here, I can find it for you.
Do you think love is a real thing?
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me for this one, but top 5 games of all time. I feel like you could rattle them off quick, but
I literally do. I make video games as like that's my thing, so this is really hard for me. I'm just gonna name off ones I like. They might not be my favorite, but they're going to be ones that I really, really enjoy. Okami, Bully, Minecraft, Sims, and I've been really digging Animal Crossing, so I will throw that in there.
What does it mean to be human?
What it means to be human is to be vulnerable and to be susceptible to the feelings of people around you.
What was the last self-actualization you had, be it big or small? It could be something small, like, oh shit, you don't have to wash that many socks at once. Like something small like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know in terms of small stuff, but I realized how much I love having a dishwasher recently.
Really?
Because the last apartment I lived at did not have a dishwasher. And this one does.
That's all I have to say about that. Does God exist?
God exists in the sense of a guiding light in your life, no matter what form it takes. God as a entity does not exist. God as a concept does exist.
Do you have any phrases that you live your life by?
Fuck it. I like fuck it. I like be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I kind of have this thing where it's like be kind to yourself, be kind to your to others, be kind to your stuff, be kind to other people's stuff, as like kind of like a tenet of like how to be like good, just how to be good, you know. And like that's the hierarchy of things you should care about. You should care about yourself and your well-being. Then after that you should care about others. Then you should care about your possessions and the things in your life. And then you should care about the things that affect other people's lives.
Cool.
And I got that from the wooden plaque above classroom, and you can edit her out.
All right. What's your creative outlet?
My creative outlet is writing for D&D and music.
Do you have a favorite food?
My favorite food changes all the time. Right now it's pad thai. Pad thai fucking slaps.
Yo, I never had that.
Yeah, I have it pretty frequently because my roommate's really good at making it. So I'm just like, hey, can we have pad thai tomorrow? And it's like super cheap. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
I don't like that question.
Why not?
Because
I love that question. If any question makes you uncomfortable, I love it.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable because I know the answer to the question, but I have to consider it from two different spaces. Am I happy with my current situation that I'm in and the current way I'm dealing with it? No. But am I happy with myself, and am I happy about the people around me and the direction of my life? Yeah. Like, big picture, I'm happy. Small picture, I'm in a valley.
What do you mean a valley?
Like, if there's hills and valleys of your life, like a roller coaster, I'm in a low point right now.
How was your day?
My day was pretty good.
What's your family like? And explain if you can.
My family?
Yeah. What are they like? And if you can explain, please do.
What are they like, or what do they like?
What are they like?
Um,
Like if you had to label them almost like Animal Crossing villagers.
my family,
Immediate, because I know you got a big family that you see all the time.
yeah, my immediate family is very warm and welcoming, and very laid back. I consider a lot of the people in my family my friends, which is kind of controversial. A lot of people don't feel that way, but because I have such a strong personal and close relationship with my mother and my father and my sister, I feel like there's no need for secrets, and we can always be honest with each other and be there to support each other when we need it.
Do you have a favorite word?
Well, I was going to ask you that in my interview.
Really?
Yeah. My favorite word. I did have one. I remember very distinctly having one, but I don't remember what it is. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with. Serendipitous.
When was the last time you cried?
Yesterday.
I I have "Are you happy" on here twice. What simple pleasure always brings you the most joy?
Chick-fil-A.
What time is it currently where you are, and what is the date?
Today, it is currently 10:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, mazel.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you were older?
I wanted to be like my dad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have for the rapid fire questions. I just asked you 44.
That is so many questions. I
Yeah.
feel like I need to get more.
Well, I have more. So I have questions, but now I have kind of like what I like to call story questions, which just we can kind of expand upon and just have a conversation about.
Sure.
So the first one that I have here is, when was the first time your heart was broken? And explain if you could. It could be any capacity of it. It could be anything.
In 2011, my best friend died of leukemia.
Okay.
Do you need more?
If you want, you can. This is more of like stories and stuff. So this is more of like, you can expand upon it as much as you want. If that's all you want to say, that's all you have to say.
That's all that I want to say on the matter.
All right. Who are your heroes and why?
I don't really have heroes. I think it's stupid to have heroes because everyone's human. My heroes are honestly characters in my D&D world that I created because they are idealistic people and they live in a space in which they cannot be corrupted by their own actions unless it's my fault.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that that's what you pull from?
Because, like I said, people are fallible. Every person out there has the capacity to do good, capacity to do bad, and, like, I just think it's kind of dumb to have heroes if you know that one day you're going to just ultimately get disappointed by them. And that's kind of, like, a shitty thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they say don't meet your heroes for a reason.
What do you feel like your purpose is on this earth?
I don't know my purpose on this earth.
You have no direction that you feel like you should be going in.
I have a direction.
Direction's the wrong word. Direction's the wrong word. I
Yeah.
apologize.
I have no clue what my destiny is. If that's kind of what you're asking.
I guess, yeah.
I have no idea what my destiny is. I don't have, at this point in particular, I don't even have a significant direction in my life, and that's one of the things I've been really kind of like fucked up about recently. Is that I had thought I had had such a clear direction, and now the Rona hits, and I feel like my direction is completely blasted to the wind. You know.
So do you feel like it's more of you need to discover it, or do you need to?
I just need to get back on track. I feel like.
And how do you feel like you're going to get back on track?
I mean, I need to finish school. I need to go outside. I'm just so goddamn lonely all the time, and that's a big part of my life is being around people and spreading the love that I have for myself to other people. I'm a host at heart.
Do you
Like
think
I
you're
said,
a narcissist?
my house has always been what?
Do you think you're a narcissist?
I think everyone's a little bit of a narcissist. I don't think I'm particularly a narcissist, but I definitely feel like I've gained a sense of self-confidence, and I don't get that twisted with narcissism. Narcissism is showing only care for yourself, where confidence is having faith in your own abilities and your own sense of self. Do you think I'm a narcissist?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because I think my definition of narcissism is very different from a lot of other people's. For me, showing any sort of self-love is narcissism.
No, I don't think that whatsoever.
That's how I've always seen it, was if you love yourself, not love is the wrong word, but if you show any sort of I'm so good at this and I'm so good at that, you're just a narcissist. Don't talk about it, be about it. If you can show it, then show it. Like good people don't have to tell people they're good people. They're just good people. You know what I mean?
I think it's okay to kind of stroke your ego once in a while. It helps to remind you that you're worth it.
I guess. I don't know. It's just.
I'm not saying go outside and
stroke
act
your
better
ego
than anyone else. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but just anytime I hear anybody, and this isn't me coming at you or anything, but anytime I hear anybody saying I'm good at this or I'm good at that, I'm just like, all right, pal. Like, show your work.
I mean,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years, and how are you going to get there?
Where I see myself in 10 years is hopefully working a design job in the games industry, being able to work with creative professionals to bring an idea to life to present to people. I want to create things that bring people joy.
But how are you going to get there?
I'm going to finish my degree. I'm going to probably continue to live in a city, and I'm going to apply to jobs and work my way up. I mean, I also see myself like getting even more hot, so there's that too.
Can you think of 3 events that happened in your life that define who you are now? And if so, could you expand upon them?
That define who I am now. Sure. I think the death of my friend at an early age really did. It changed me. I feel like I grew up instantly from that event. That was a lot for me to handle at that age. I was only 11 years old, 12 years old. It left me very vulnerable. It left me feeling very lonely. And it changed me because I feel like it made me appreciate people more. I Before I didn't really have any real friends. He was my only real friend, but after that, I always showed a lot of love and really cherished the people that I have in my life, and I'm ride or die. That's one of the big things that happened. The next thing was probably going to school, going to getting. I'm not saying like getting a college education, but actually moving to a new city and starting over. I was able to kind of shed all of the things about me that I didn't like and start completely fresh. And that ultimately led to me finding out about my true identity. Do I still need to give you another one?
Yeah, I would like 3. If you don't have a third one, it's fine, but I'd like 3.
Studying abroad was a big one. Like I traveled before on vacations and stuff, but actually living in another country was a really awesome experience. It really like being in not America is a very different thing for an American, because Americans are so up their ass, up their own ass about everything. And just seeing a different way of living, and in my opinion, a more favorable way of living, a way of living that cares about other people, and really builds a community, is something that was really, really influential to me.
You don't want to expand on that anymore?
No, I don't.
Then I have one more question for you.
Okay.
I expected these last 6 questions to be a little more of us talking, ideas being strewn across back and forth. Is it all worth it?
Is life worth it? Like, life worth living?
Is it all worth it? You can interpret that however you want. Is it all worth it?
Yeah, it is. Because no matter what, even if it's not how you thought it would turn out, you took something away from it, whether you actively recognize that or not.
That's all I got. That's everything.
That's a lot. That's like 40 minutes of questions, and I do not nearly have enough for you. I can look up some wacky interview questions.
If you want. I just watched what do you call it while I wrote them down. I watched GTA, what's it called? Role play people like role playing in GTA while I did that. You could do whatever you need.
I wrote most of mine while I was watching Drag Race with my roommate.
Haha. So, I wonder if I had the opportunity what I would ask Shane Ivers. There we go.
Okay.
You can get the next one.
Okay. Are you going to do the Shane Ivers bit? Or?
You have it memorized. This is your part.
Oh, you're right. If you want to get our intro music, that is Feather Duster. You can get that from www.silvermansounds.com/free music/Feather Duster. Vince, tell them about social media.
If you'd like to follow us, you can follow me, you can follow Olive, and you can follow the show on our social medias. There will be links in the description below. And what I think you should really check out is our Discord. Now, we use Discord to record the show when it's not fucking dying. And
oh, it's back. Discord just got back now.
Oh, is it? Do you want to go back to that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's finish this outro, and then we'll go back to that.
Okay.
We use Discord, and it's kind of like, for those who don't know, if Facebook met Reddit and Skype and had a love child, and it was raised by all of the good parts of Ventrello. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's I fucking love it. We're always in there. It's like it's like an annual thing every night or every other night that somebody's gooning about in the voice chat till like 3 a.m. It's a fun time, and I really, really like it. And I think you should join if you listen. Also, if you want to see the show get bigger and better, we do have a Redbubble that you can buy some merch. You can buy a t-shirt, a clock-a-block, a duvet, a bunch of other fun things that are there. And if you want to see us get even bigger and even better, you can subscribe to our Patreon. There's a link in the description below to everything. And in the Patreon, there's a couple tiers. You can throw us as much as you want, as little as you want. It is not a mandatory thing. The show will always be free. It's just if you want to see the show get bigger and better. If you don't have it or don't want to, or you just want to just save that bread, I totally get it. We're not going to hold anything against you. We just thank you for being here as long as you've been here. There's some tier list type things that you can become a part of because of it. And we have to thank a couple people that have thrown us a couple bucks.
That we do. We have a couple people to thank. We're going to start with the illustrious, the one and only friendly companion, Cube.
My man Cube.
Thanks, Cube.
Sorry, I don't have effects this week.
Noah.
Noah, hello. I hope you're doing well.
I haven't seen you in so long, Noah.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Noah in a while.
Next up is Gage.
Gage, thank you twice, my man. Gage is one of the guys who's always gooning about in the Discord, and rightfully so, because Gage supports our Discord. So Gage gives us Nitro so we can stream and do all the fun Discord activities that we do in there. So we thank you, 1, for Discord, and 2, for your Patreon submission. Thank you.
Patreon, yeah. We have Jordan with a Y.
Jordan with a Y. Thank you, Jordan with a Y.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And we have a newcomer entering the ring. We got Danny. Thanks,
Hey, Danny. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome. Let us know what your Discord name is, so we can add you to the Discord piece.
Reach out, Danny, and we will add you to the. We'll give you our Discord role. That should happen automatically, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, if you're already in there, let us know. If you're not, join in.
Yeah.
So that's everything for this week.
Yeah, that is everything for this week. Do you want to talk about next week?
Yeah, next week is the same thing in reverse. So
cool. I hope you can read text backwards.
Atomic Radio Hour.